Alright guys, welcome back to Fallabout. Like I said, this is the second half to the first episode. I said I was gonna do my own review for the Fallout TV show that came out a month and a half ago. So I know I'm pretty late to the game, but I've seen a few reactions myself. Actually, many reactions from Fallout fans, and also reactions from people that have never heard of Fallout. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this show is gonna, cater to a new audience, right? Fallout fans are sure gonna watch the show. I know I'm gonna really enjoy watching the show no matter what. But they're trying to get people that have never heard of the show and try to see if they can expand their Fallout empire, right? So that's exactly what Prime is doing. A lot of Fallout fans are pretty mad. They're like, Prime is ruining Fallout. The Fallout show is gonna be bad and this and that. I think we should give it a chance. Me myself, I'm more excited about seeing all the props and stuff and seeing what those characters are gonna be like. How they're going to tell their stories, right? I want to see, if you get that same feeling as you do in a game. And from this trailer, I can honestly say that I'm excited about the vault and the power armor. I like the Yaogwai. I don't know what the hell that was. There's a few things that I'm excited about, but there's also a lot of things that I'm not too excited about. So let's go ahead and watch this trailer. I'm going to see if I can make it not too long. Just let's see how it goes. Alright, it's Vault 33. And of course, it looks beautiful. It looks like Fallout 4's style of vault, right? It has the pipes that are running around in the ceiling. This vault door here, the interior looks a lot also like the vault doors from Fallout 76, Fallout 4. So I don't know if these are like radiation sensors or something, but you also see those in Vault 111 or I should just say Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. It's the same like those railings that are yellow. And right here we're introduced to Lucy, and I believe this guy here is her brother. And what's interesting is that backpack is they were giving that backpack out in the Brazilian event they had for Fallout. They had a mimic of the vault, and they had you playing this game on the Pip-Boy. And if you won, that was the backpack you won, which I thought was kind of cool. And I like to point out the vault suit. Lucy's suit is pretty loose, just like Fallout New Vegas style in Fallout 3, as opposed to Fallout 4, which is a little more tighter.
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
Looks so cool. Boom! I love this. I love this shot here. The bright lights and the whole putting your hand out. It's just the best. You go through this in Fallout 4 when you're exiting Vault 111. You see it in the Fallout 4 live trailer where the Wanderer song is going out. The guy's coming out, covering his eyes from that bright light. I love this. This is awesome. She's looking back, and she has no idea what she's in for.
Stop, Lucy!
Stop, Lucy! That's her brother, but somehow here he's relaxed, right? So you can see the mechanism here on the Vault-Tec door. I mean, on the vault door, it's a lot different from what we're used to in other games. I don't think I've seen this system except for that extension, one of the DLCs from Fallout 4. When you have your own vault door, that's kind of the same mechanism they use. But in the actual official vaults, they're very different. They have that apparatus that pulls out the door and then rolls it to the side. This is one of the shots here that was a picture that was leaked, right? One of the first pictures that was shown to us. You see the vault person there on the floor. There must have been some sort of fight. This guy is, oh no, and the brother's kind of like, oh, nah, I'm not man enough. I should have been the one going out there instead of my older sister. But we don't know what's happening. We don't know. Maybe he has some sort of illness, or maybe he's just too scared. So we'll just have to see. That fresh air, right? This is the first time she's ever been outside the vault, and she is totally scared. Check out the exterior of this vault door, Vault 33. This looks a lot like Fallout 76's vault. And you see, the classic crushed bones and skulls and stuff. We're very familiar with seeing these kind of, things in previous games. Jonathan Nolan. So like I said, this guy here, he directed Westworld, and he did a pretty good job in the first season. I don't think I saw the second season. I think I died a little for me. But I do remember when they were making the robots in the Westworld, it reminded me a lot of the Institute. So, it had like a Fallout feeling. So, I think this guy is the right man for the job. That's Santa Monica right there. It looks cool. I like this. This looks pretty awesome. These ruins here,
Need to go home. Vault dwellers are in danger.
And then this shot here, for some reason I'm not excited about it. This looks like ruins from like Greece or Pompeii. You can see a few, like ash. What is that? Mummified ash bodies, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think it feels like it belongs in California for some reason.
Endangered species.
This is our first look at the rat roach, and those buildings in the back, they look a little too clean, right?
I do not think you would be willing to do what it takes.
And this is my I find it funny here how she's kind of afraid of the tumbleweed. She's never seen a tumbleweed in her life. There goes those houses again. So I'm wondering if she's coming from the buildings over there on the left side is where we saw the rat roach, because from that building over there you were able to see those houses, and I think those houses look too clean. And for what it is, this is supposed to take place way later than any other game that's been out there. This is supposed to take place 219 years after the bombs fell. I think I wrote down the time, the year. I think the year is 2296. Yeah, it's 219 years from 2077 when the bombs fell. So those buildings should look pretty beat up.
To survive up here.
Todd Howard. So Todd Howard was always, people kept asking if he ever wanted to do a Fallout movie, Fallout show. And he always thought that it would ruin the experience of playing the game. It would never be the same. I don't know what changed his mind, because I think it's going to be really hard to mimic the feeling of playing a video game as to watching a TV show of a video game. And if you guys are noticing, a lot of those superhero movies are kind of kind of going out. I think everyone's getting tired of superhero movies. I think Marvel overdid it already, and everyone's kind of tired of the same story where they go back in time and they save the loved one that passed away. Is Everyone's doing that now, and I think it's the age of video games. There was of course, the adaptation of The Last of Us. I thought it was pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. I hadn't played the video games. I watched the first episode, and I was like, okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and pause this and play The Last of Us. So I bought The Last of Us. I played it, and I loved the game. And when I saw the rest of the show, I was like, okay, they just recreated pretty much the entire game all over again. And then I played, The Last of Us 2, which was even better. But you see, here it's different. This is not gonna be like Todd Howard said. It's not gonna be a retelling of Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas. No. This is a completely new story that has a different perspective, right? It takes place in the same world with a different perspective later on in the timeline. So I'm excited about that, right? This is canon, from the lore. So I'm excited about this, right? So let's continue here. This ship here, you can tell that you can see the ocean in the back. So it just kind of shows how messed up this world has become. But I don't like the ruins. Again, this is just seems kind of low budget. I want more of like Diamond City, vibes, or and maybe this is the reason they made it in California, the high desert, just because there's you could put more money in other places instead of having to deal with all these big expensive buildings and CGI and stuff.
If you insist on staying.
And then right here we have Ben Linus from Lost. I don't know his name. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Michael Emerson. There we go. His character's name is Will Zig. And the article states that he's like a researcher. But again, this guy looks very clean cut. We're used to seeing Fallout characters, especially the DLC. I mean the non-playable characters, as very kind of like raggedy and dirty. This guy looks like he's gonna go to an interview or gonna go visit his doctor and grandkids or something. He looks too clean. He looks too clean for me.
And you will have to adapt.
And here we're introduced to dog meat, or what people believe is dog meat. Every game has a dog, and every dog is named Dog Meat. And he's used to eating his rat roaches, so I like this. I think I'm gonna have fun with this doggy. Uh-huh. Alright, I don't like that. I think that's pretty annoying. I hope it is not regarding dog meat eating that rat roach. I hope it's regarding something else, and they just edited it that way for the trailer. All right, so in the studio behind The Boys, and free 2-day shipping. This part here is where every non-Fallout fan, well, not everybody, is kind of like, I get it, because it's Amazon. I'm tired of it already. I'm tired of seeing that part. But this is also my favorite part. This is here my favorite part, because this is a part where you get to see the Vertibirds and the Brotherhood of Steel. And not only that, but the song. This is where the song starts, okay? And this is where we get the whole Fallout vibes. We get, the whole 40s nostalgia, Americana music. I love this here. And the Vertibirds look great. They look awesome. I don't want to see tomorrow. I think there was a YouTuber that was able to locate this area here. I don't remember exactly where it was, but It looks pretty cool, right? It looks like it kind of fits, but again, the buildings look like they've been there, you know, they've been here and they've never been touched by any sort of, you know, post-apocalyptic nature, and that gets to me a little. These buildings should be destroyed, or one of them should be missing a roof, especially being 219 years since the bombs fell, right? I mean, they look really good. Unless they build them, you know, recently, but I doubt that. Ah, that vertebrate looks cool. And here we are introduced to our character Maximus, who is played by Aaron Moten. Is that his last name? And I think this guy here is going to be one of my favorite characters. He just looks very excited. He looks like, you know, he's an underdog that, you know, you're gonna see start from the bottom, end up in the top. So I'm really excited about his character. I'm sure all of the main characters were introduced already to Lucy, right? And maybe they're all gonna, you know, somehow interact with each other and group up, you know, maybe for a common cause. But I love this. I love these shots. And then, of course, we have the T60 power armor. I love this. I love how he's just, or she's chilling right there, you know, in the power armor. One problem that I have, or not a problem, just one thing that I did notice is how the helmets are a lot smaller in size. You know, they're more compressed, and it makes sense. I'll put a picture up here just to kind of give a little diagram of what it would look like if they were using the real helmets that are from the game. The eyes just don't match. This, you could tell the eyes are a lot bigger and it's a little more compressed, and it looks a little like cute. I think, and I don't think they were trying to go for that, but to me it looks cute, like, you know, like a bobblehead or something with the big eyes. And I think they should have done the eyes a little smaller at least.
Tomorrow.
Dog meat right there with is it from the Addams Family, right? Yeah, he's gonna be adorable.
So they say.
And then this here, everyone's turning upside down due to this shot here. So we have, you know, a bunch of power armor wearing Brotherhood of Steel guys, and none of them have weapons, and everyone's tripping out. I am tripping out too, because why would they just be walking without weapons? I think they should have shot them after they got their weapons and used that shot as opposed to this shot. And then this guy's turning his head, not sure for what reason.
It will be a lovely day.
Yes. And then we finally are back inside the vault. So this guy here on the right, you know, he looks like he's seen some stuff, and he's not liking it, right? He's blowing bubbles right now. But one thing I do want to point out is their outfits. You know, their vault suits, again, too squeaky clean, and I don't know how they've survived this long, because these guys were obviously born inside this vault. You know, I mean, I hope I'm not wrong. It doesn't seem like anyone. If Ella was able to leave and they made such a big deal out of it, you know, I can see that she was born in there, or should I say Lucy was born in there, and so have other generations. So all these people here have never been out. So it's been many generations, and they're still using the same vault suits that look squeaky clean, no tears, no rips. So I'm curious if they make their own vault suits inside, or if they're just having an abundance of vault suits laying around. And then this shot is just beautiful. Total chaos here. Love it. These were some of the leaked pictures that we saw of Vault 33. You know, with the farm and the what you call this, the windmill right here. But I love this shot. This shot here, you know, we have a person falling from the second floor, you know, and a person over here in the middle are getting ready to shoot. So this is awesome here. I love this. I can't wait to find out what is happening. And we know that Ella Purnell's character, Lucy, her dad is the overseer, played by, what's his name? Kyle MacLachlan. Not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right. But, you know, we see that he takes off, or we don't see, but I read on the article, he takes off, and then Lucy goes after him, I think, just like Fallout 3. I want to know what is the story behind it. I think everyone's very curious, and I know it's probably due to this happening. So when we first see Lucy, she has a cut right on her lip. Maybe she was in a fight here too. You know, we don't know. Can't wait to find out. But this looks great. I love this.
A bright new sun will break through.
And then here we're introduced to Philly, and people are also like, "What, Philly? It's not Philadelphia." I mean, it's probably named after a guy named Philip. You know, we have the interior. I mean, the town that looks a lot like Megaton. A lot of people are saying that. But I mean, what's not gonna look like Megaton? I mean, if you're putting together a city full of things that you're finding, it's gonna look like a junkyard. So, you know, the airplane, that those pipes up there, that's the only reason people are saying it looks like Megaton. Nothing else. I mean, Megaton doesn't have all those containers surrounding the area. So, I think this looks pretty cool. I love how this looks.
But I don't want.
And then here we're introduced to Walton Goggins. And look at that smile, that smirk. It's going to break a lot of hearts. So, everyone knows this is Walton Goggins. And everyone, you know, who's seen the trailer knows, you know, that at the end of the trailer, it's Walton Goggins wearing a cowboy suit. And then we were introduced to the second trailer, and this trailer shows Walton Goggins' character in the beginning, and he says, "Turn the lights on." He's smoking a cigarette, looking all classy. The lights turn on, and we know this is a Vault-Tec, what looks like a Vault-Tec spokesperson. He goes by the name of Cooper Howard. Is that what it is? Yeah, Cooper Howard, the ghoul. And in the article, they said that this guy had to be beautified just a bit. He couldn't look too much like a ghoul, because, you know, they're paying this guy for his acting and his charisma. They don't want to take that away from him. You know, you have, you know, ghouls like Hancock, and Hancock, he's my favorite companion in Fallout 4, and, you know, his eyes don't look like this, but very close. You know, he has some ears, and they're nothing compared to the earlier ghouls that look pretty bad. It looks like their face has bacon. So yeah, this is the first time we see Walton Goggins in this trailer, and he looks fantastic. He's just looking around. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna tear things up here." It looks so good. Oh, he's smiling. He's like, "I can't wait." And then this shot here, you know, I have a thing for seniors. I love seniors. I worked with seniors. You see Lucy approaching, and you see this older gentleman on the right wearing diapers. A lot of people are pretty mad about the cars not looking like the Fallout games. I'm sure they were trying to save some money there. Maybe at the end, maybe they can tweak them up with some special effects. But you know, the pictures that were leaked when the the super duper mart pictures that were leaked, it had cars, and they were just regular old 50s classic cars, just like this one here. We don't know who this guy is on the right. You know, he has a few things, you know, that it looks like he might be keeping tabs on. Not sure what it is. You know, he's looking at Lucy, who is still wearing her vault suit. For some reason, I wouldn't be wearing my vault suit. But again, if you see behind, you can see it looks like it's the same houses that I feel look too clean, just like these houses here. They look too clean, and I'm not sure about that. If you notice here on this roof, on the building, on this guy's building, it seems like part of it's missing, so that's cool. I like that. That's cool. And then now we see a shot of the gentleman going out with wearing nothing but diapers. And if I would think he would be using a cane. But I mean, I don't know what character this guy's gonna be. Maybe he knows something about, you know, Lucy's dad. Not sure. Maybe he's just gonna be a host and, you know, allow her to spend the night, feed her. We don't know. And then here we have, I guess, another shot of Philly. And Walton Goggins, the ghoul. And it looks good. I think I need a better shot of this entire town. I don't see things designed cosmetically like they are in the game. Things look different here. This looks like Waterworld kind of set. Yeah, like this, you have the little trailers up there. You have the umbrellas up there. You know, maybe that's where you can go and, you know, eat. That's probably the food court up there. Eat some of those Iwana bits up there. But I just have to see what this is going to be like. But yeah, he's having the time of his life. Just shooting around. Bam! And then I love this. So at first I thought this was a window. And we saw her, or that character that just got shot, on the outside of the window. But no, this is the opposite. This is a mirror. And you can see the reflection of that person that just got shot, and all her blood splattered everywhere. And here again, we have this furniture, and there's just nothing on here that looks like anything we've seen in the games. And the reason I'm saying that is because, you know, Fallout is very detailed. You know, the only thing that comes close here is that bottle on the left that looks like a Wonder Glue bottle. Everything else, I've never seen it. Doesn't look familiar. They're very detailed, and they have a design for everything. Think about it. They have, you know, their version of Coca-Cola. You know, they have their cereal. They have, you know, everything. Even their own hammers and jacks, and it's just very detailed. And I don't see anything here that I've seen in the games. So this is where I become skeptical about how the show is going to be and how the feeling is going to be because of the props. I think if you went with the video game look of every single thing like they did with the vault, they did a really good job. I think it would immerse people more into it, would get people into it a little more and have that Fallout video game feel. But I know that's impossible. That's maybe too much, but you know, hey, Amazon has money, and I'm sure that they could have put a lot of money in their props, because I know they did it on their Vault-Tec and their T60. I'm sure that maybe in the future, maybe if we have a second season, we'll probably see a lot more things. And then here, you know, this is Jerry, right, from Rick and Morty, And yeah, we don't know what's happening here. We can see that in the back. You see that window, and usually, you know, a desk and a window overlooking the interior, the inside of the vault. That's usually the overseer's office. So this just makes us believe, or makes me believe, it's he's the overseer. But again, how many Vault-Tec logos can you have? You know, you have his mug there, which they are already selling at Etsy, on Etsy. You know, it even has like fake mold in there. But you know, you have the other cup, you have that pencil or holder with the Vault-Tec logo. Again, squeaky clean Vault-Tec suit. And then, you know, you have that terminal. I've never seen a terminal like that, and I think every Fallout game has a terminal, which is that dark green colored terminal. So I don't know what this is. I don't know. Let's just hope for the best. And there goes El Pernell.
And grab the moldy one.
Grab the moldy one. Alright, those were a lot of shots. But apparently turrets are like stormtroopers where they can't aim and shoot. I don't know why that happens. You know,
Grab
like,
the moldy one.
like it's a computer. Come on. You can aim and shoot at someone that's running, right? Look at the dog's face. Poor dog. They probably put a bunch of fireworks and stuff, and they tell him, "Alright, go get that bone, doggy." He looks genuinely scared. The person in the coat, I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's the old man, you know, that we saw wearing the diapers, or if it's, you know, Ben Linus, or what's his name again, Wilzig. I doubt it. It looks like an older person. And then here, this is my I love this part here. So Lucy's still wearing the vault suit, but she's unconscious. And then you have a handyman. This handyman is awesome. I always thought the handyman was a little smaller, the head, but here we can see it's a lot bigger, and it looks so cool. Who wouldn't want a handyman at their house, right? And then we're introduced to a new brand, Dairy Fresh Ice Cream, Vanilla Dairy Fresh Ice Cream. It's a pretty generic name, but you know that it's coming straight from the cow. And the cow looks nervous, but the children are happy. And then this shot here, obviously Fallout 3 vibes, right? It's pretty awesome. I love this. And again, he's still wearing his vault suit. I feel like if people weren't wearing their vault suits in this show, people will forget they're watching a Fallout TV show. Is that what's happening here? Because I know that if I was in a vault with a vault suit and I went out, the first thing I would probably do is not try to stand out, and I would change my vault suit, unless there's some sort of you know, protection from those vault suits. But I doubt it. I don't think there's anything special about those vault suits. Here we go, Maximus again. Boom! The Yalguai did a good job. That person running, we have no idea what they're holding in that briefcase. It could be the Gek. That's what people are assuming. Here, everyone's naming this creature here, and I don't think I've ever encountered a creature like this. Not that I remember right now. Look, something similar, but not like this. Especially with those fingers in the mouth. I'm sure he'll tickle you to death, right? And this here, you know, we have. I believe this is still Vault 33, just because you can see the corn there and the cornfield, and you know that fake sky that's painted like Caesar's palace. But hey, we don't know what's happening here. For a second I thought maybe she was from Jerry's vault, just because maybe she had to take her eye out. She has a fork or a spoon sticking out of her eye, and maybe that's the way you became a Cyclops, right? A Cyclops, I don't know, that's the first we've heard of that. So that vault must be an open vault where people can come in as they please, because right, if you're in a vault for 219 years and you have a Cyclops, it doesn't make sense unless Jerry is outside and was exposed to the radiation, and not even him, his family was, and he was born with one eye and then became the overseer. That kind of makes a little more sense, but I don't know. We'll have to see how the story unfolds. And then this here, people are also like, what is this? Is that the Pridwin? Well, guys, if you read the article, it's not the Pridwin. And I have the name written here. And it's pretty difficult to pronounce. It is called the Caswinan. The Caswinan. Caswinan? Maybe that sounds a little better. The Caswinan. And I know a lot of people already figured out what that means, and it has something to do with King Arthur, something about him. I can't remember what. But they're saying, why is a Pridwin from the East Coast in the West Coast? Even if it wasn't named differently, why? It's been 9 years since Fallout 4. You don't think, this Pridwin can fly from east to west? Why not? But no, they named it, so we know it's a different ship. And if you were building a big floating ship, you would make an exact replica, as opposed to just designing a whole new one, right? I mean, we have all these cars that are designed exactly the same, just different colors, different little minor differences. So I don't know what the big deal is, but I love this shot here. You can see all these new recruits for the Brotherhood of Steel. They're wearing their white shirts, and they have their, it looks like they have like dog tags or something. We see Maximus there admiring the ship, maybe drinking some Folgers coffee. I'm not sponsored by Folgers. And then here we see Walton Goggins, or Cooper Howard, right? This is pre-war. We see, the LA buildings blowing up, and we see him wearing his cowboy suit there with the Vault-Tec logos. We know he works for Vault-Tec, so he was probably doing some kind of commercial. I don't know. I don't think that's his daughter. She's also wearing the same colored outfit. So, maybe he's trying to see if he can get out and go to his Vault 4 and survive, right? But obviously he did not, because he became a ghoul. And this shot here. Bam! You see the ghoul on the right side and his horse, just riding, trying to get away from all the bombs. And this is a beautiful shot. You see the billboard, the famous billboard. I love that billboard. I want one of those billboards in my backyard. You see Vault Boy there, which is also, they're saying that they might have his origin story and in the show, which I can't wait to find out. But you see a few bombs out there going down, right? Exploding, boom, but one thing I want, Griffith Observatory on the left, one thing I do want to say is how they say everything happened, and why their reason for the cars, no cars working, and the Fallout games, and the reason is because of their different energy source, which is nuclear powered. Other cars, instead of running on gasoline fuel, they run on nuclear power. So they're saying that everything got fried up. Everything, when the bomb exploded, everything exploded also, and everything got fried up because they were using nuclear powered. So that makes a lot of sense. As a player, you're like, oh man, I wish I could just drive to Diamond City. I wish I could just go to the Strip. But then what would you be doing? You wouldn't be scavenging. You wouldn't be encountering all these different people and killing them, and that it would kind of defeat the purpose of the game, right? With Fallout, you're trying to scavenge, you're trying to kill, you're encountering, you're walking and you're discovering. So I love that explanation. I think it makes total sense. And this is awesome. I love this. Bam! The big one. Boom! Like a sunburn. The Fallout logo in all its glory. I love this. I love how out of the ashes Fallout rises. Love this. You know, a lot of people are also kind of like, what happened to the narrator? What happened to War? War never changes. Well, we got that in the second trailer. And it's a little bit different, right? We originally we have Ron Perlman narrating most of the Fallout games, and it's always War never changes. But in this second trailer, it seems like it's, you know, Walton Goggins' character saying, War, you know what they say, War never changes. They changed it a bit, and it's cool with me, but I think that kind of gave people a little bit of closure, because I know a lot of people expected that to be happen in this first trailer. And I'm gonna continue, because of course we need the date, April 12th. Can't wait. And then we need the Prime logo right here. All right, guys. So, like I said, I'm new to this. This is my second part to my first episode. Go ahead and subscribe. This is the first time I'm saying this. If you like if you dig what I'm doing or trying to do, you know, give me a comment. You know, any questions you guys have, yeah, let me know. All right, guys. Thank you. And I forgot my slogan, but I'll remember it next time. See you guys.